just gone away. I keep thinking about that big sky I've seen so many times before, but it's something else today.
Hi, this is Misa from Itoshigoto. I'm a small yarn shop owner based in Tokyo and Sendai in Japan. Thank you very much for checking this podcast. If you are a new viewer, welcome. I suppose most of you are new because this is my third episode. I do it in English. And thank you very much if you are a returning viewer. I hope you liked the previous episode as well. So today I have some new cast on to show you and some finished objects and acquisitions. Let's get started. So first I have this shawl I showed you last time. Ta-da! And it's finished. This is the Broken Wings shawl by Joji Locatelli. This is my first Joji's pattern I knit. I dyed this yarn myself, and I was looking for a pattern for a shawl which uses only one skein, and yeah, I think I have used only like 80 to 90 grams. So this is pretty light, but the yarn is Superwash BFL 100%. So it feels still soft, but I don't think it's going to peel too much compared to merino. The only thing I'm worried is that I have blocked this shawl on the sofa, but I don't have enough pin to block all these small picots. Picot here. So you can't see it right now that there are these picots, bubbles on the edge. Yeah, so I think I should get some blocking pin or wire to block it fully. But I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. I think this is going to be a Christmas gift for my grandmother, or I think it's going to be for my grandmother. I was thinking of her when I knit this, but I'm not sure. I have some other stuff that I'm knitting for the ladies I'm gifting knitwear to, so I don't know which one goes to which lady. Yes, so this is my first finished object. First and only finished object for this week. I have almost finished this sock I showed you last time, but this is going to be for my colleague at work, and I don't want to show the end yet. I want her to try this on once, and check if it's not too small or big, then I will graft that toe. And I have started the second one, but I only have this much. I'm using 2 threads and trying out the helix technique, so it's taking a little bit of time than usual, but I think it's cute. It looks small, but it's a ribbed pattern, so it looks small, but it's going to stretch a lot. And she told me that she wanted some wider socks for her wider foot. So I hope this fits her. I have to bring this to work and ask her to try it on. Yes, and this was the project pack I showed you last time. And some other projects I showed you last time have progressed a little bit. I have knit just a little bit of this sock. I'm on the first one yet, but I have finished turning the heel and decreasing the cassette, so I just have to knit in round for the rest of the cuff. This is a beautiful pattern, but I have to check the pattern all the time just to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes in the pattern. So this is ongoing, and here is another one I showed you last time. The child's dress for my godchild, for my friend's daughter. This is a Christmas gift for her. I was worrying that this was too big for her, but I feel like it's going to be okay. To be honest, I'm not sure how big she is right now because we haven't seen her for a long time. So I'm not sure about the size. I don't have any. I cannot estimate how. I have no idea at all if this was good size or not. I don't have child. I don't know how big is an 18 months old girl, and especially Finnish girl. It's going to be, she might be a bit taller than like my cousins who are Japanese. So I don't know, but I made some progress. I think I have knit this much, and I'm decreasing a little bit, so I think it's going to be quicker and quicker. Yes. So these are the work in progress from last week and one finished object. So this week I have casted on 2 more new projects. I finished 1 and casted on 2. So I have more and more works in progress. So I showed you last time. This shawl was from the hand-dyed yarn I dyed this month. And on the same day I dyed this yarn as well. It's pumpkiny yellow and green. And I'm knitting another shawl, and here it is. Ta-da. I will put the pattern name on the screen, and you can find all of these projects I showed you on my Ravelry. I have updated the Ravelry project page, so you can find them there. So I'm doing the garter stitch and increasing, and here are the eyelet pattern, and it's a triangular shawl in steep angle. I think it's going to be quite long but shallow. Yeah, I have this much left. I want this shawl to be as big as it can go, so I will try my best to use up this ball of yarn. But I like this color as well. The camera doesn't show the color so good. I'm sorry, I'm recording this at night under a little bit yellow light, so it's not accurate, but it gives me an image for sunflowers. Yes, I hope I can finish this by next week. And the second one I casted on is this sock. Look at this! I dyed this yarn by myself as well. It looks like this. I'm going to put the picture of the skin too. But I love this color and this pattern. It's a self-striping yarn, so I reskinned the skein of yarn with my warping board I use for weaving. So I made a huge circle skein of yarn. I think it was more than 10 meters, I don't know, I didn't measure, but and I made this blue and yellow color in the dye pot and dyed it. And this yarn base is, I think, merino nylon. I don't remember, I don't have the tag now, but it's so soft. I'm knitting with this Novita 2.5 millimeters needle. It's made of birch tree. So I'm knitting with this wooden 2.5 millimeters needles. And this knits up so quick. I cast it on last night and I knit like this much, and I came back home tonight and knit this much. So I want to keep this pattern going, so I'm not putting the heel yet. I'm going to use the afterthought heel method. And this is, I guess it on 56 stitches, and it's a bit loose on my leg. I haven't decided yet which yarn to use for the heel or toe. I think I'm going to use the same yarn. But this is quite cute, I think. It reminds me of night, sky or ocean with a moon. Yes, I like this semi-solid effect as well. So I'm going to knit this up, and I want to try dyeing some more of self-striping yarn. It takes some time, but it's so fun to see how it dyes up, and it's so fun to knit as well, and I like knitting socks. So I'm going to dye some more of the self-striping yarn. And I have another skein of yarn I dyed. Here it is. I used up the leftover dye I used for this skein and added some more dye I had from like previous dye project. So I'm going to use this for something else. I want to try this tweedy yarn. I think I'm going to knit another pair of socks. I don't know yet. Yes, and I have received some more bare yarn to dye today. So I'm going to try dyeing some more of the self-striping yarn. And I want to join the Starflake Shawl cow of Stephen West. So I think I'm going to dye 2 different colorways. And for the shawl, I guess. But I feel like I kind of want to wait until the clue 3, 4, the next week's one comes, and decide what color I'm going to dye for the shawl. It might be considered as cheating, but I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 whips to work on, so I'm not going to cast on that soon. And I have one acquisition, one book I purchased to show you. It's a sock book from Novita from Finland. It's their 90 years anniversary book, which came, I don't know, last year or before. It's written in Finnish and I cannot read it without dictionary, but it's a good textbook for me to learn Finnish and learn how to knit. How beautiful is this socks. I want to knit 1 pair of this. I have the same yarn, so cute. And some of the socks I want to knit is, for example, I want to knit this one. Oh, cute. I want to knit this for my friend's baby. Or this slipper looks cozy and it doesn't need much yarn, so it's a good leftover yarn project. Quick knit. It requires only 50 grams for ladies' small size socks, and it has the same baby version. And how cool is this? And this styling. Oh my god. Colorwork socks are not that big thing in Japan, but I can see it is in Finland. The picture is small, but this one might be good for both men and women. I think it's not too feminine. Yeah, and I think I'll need this for my grandpa with dark color 3D yarn. Yeah, and of course the same one from the cover. Yes, I want to try knitting some socks from this book and learn Finnish at the same time. Oh, and I booked a flight to Finland for Christmas. I'm going to see our family and friends there. I'm really looking forward to it. Yes. So I have to finish many Christmas present knits, Christmas gifts. Yeah. I will be in Sendai next week. I have a pop-up shop event from this weekend and I will stay there whole week, and the weekend after I'll go visit my grandparents in Kesenuma. Yes. So I have to start packing for the event this weekend. I haven't explained in this vlog, but I live in Tokyo, but I'm from another northern city called Sendai, and I open a small yarn shop, pop-up yarn shop in Sendai every month in autumn and winter from last year, because we don't have like a local yarn shop in Sendai. The last one have been closed, and we only have like a big chain handicraft shop, but they don't have much yarn, and a lot of people are looking for a fun place to find good yarn. They of course have internet, but people come and say that they want to touch it before they buy. So I'm going back to my hometown and opening this shop every month. I can stay at my parents' place and I bring a lot of yarn with me in a suitcase. It's a tiny shop, but I get to see a lot of local people who likes to knit or who want to learn to knit. So it's a great opportunity to have. It takes some time and I get tired after the shop, but I think it's a good project. It's a good challenge. Yeah. So hope to see you maybe next time when I'm in Sendai. I'm not sure if I have time to record this, but I want to insert some footage from the pop-up shop. So hope to see you again. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.